Hello, I'm Sarah. I'm an artist with Seint, and today I'm going to be showing you how to do your entire face with just this brush. This is the blush and bronzer brush, and a lot of times when you're just starting out with Seint, this is the brush that gets recommended to people just because it's kind of a one and done, but I don't typically use this for my whole face. I'm real bougie when it comes to my brushes, and when I'm doing my face, I use like 5. You don't have to, obviously, but that's what I like. So that's what I do. Today should be interesting because I'm going to try to do my entire face with this brush. I am just a little bit concerned about this end, using it for my contour. But I think if I squeeze it, it'll be fine. So we're going to jump right in. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but if you like a medium to lighter coverage, this is going to be the brush for you. The fluffier end is going to give you super light coverage. I'm not into that really, so I won't be using this end for like my main shade application, but this end is more dense and it'll give more coverage. So we're going to get started. I went ahead and I always use my perfector sponge, always, every time I do my makeup. So I already wet it and I squeezed all the water out of it, and then I put it in a towel and squeezed it again. So it just feels cold. It doesn't feel wet. So I wet that, and then I'm going to use our setting spray. This is ours. And I just spray it on the sponge on the end, and I just put it all over my face just to give me a base for my foundation. So get that all tapped in. And then this is a little trick I like to do. I have smile lines, and you can see them. They're pretty deep. So what I like to do is I take my Milani eyeshadow primer. This stuff is amazing, by the way. And I put a little bit on my finger, like this much. And I just pop that right in those lines. And then I kind of put it here where my pores are a little bit bigger. And I feel like it helps with creasing, and it just makes my makeup look better in that spot. So that's what I do. Then, okay, I'm going to grab my balm. I love this stuff so much. I just put a little on my finger, and I'm just going to tap that right under my eyes. And we're going to let that sit while we do some other stuff. So I'm going to take my small end of my blush and bronzer brush, and we're just going to tap into my main shade, and we're going to go for it. So I like to start in my cheek area because that's where I have the most like discolorations and issues on my face. So we're just going to stipple that on. We're just tapping it. And it's actually giving me really good coverage. I'm impressed. So it's not super full, but it looks really nice. Kind of airbrushed. So, okay. Now I'm just going to buff that down my neck. My hair's sticking to everything. And notice I didn't go fully underneath my eyes. I'm just letting that balm kind of sink in. Sorry, I have a notification. Okay, I'm letting that balm sink in a little bit. Let's do my nose. Yeah, the coverage is really, really impressive. Okay. Okay, I did not put anything up here yet. We're getting there. Okay. I think I got, that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to take my sponge, big end, and I'm just going to tap over everything I just did. And what this is going to do is it's going to help you, or help your makeup blend with your skin, and it's going to pick up any extra product so you don't have like creasing and all that jazz. So that looks really good. Now, it's the part I'm nervous about. I'm going to take this and I'm going to squish it to where it looks kind of like a rectangle. And I'm going to go into my contour. And we're going to just pop that on my forehead. You can't even see it. I have to look in my mirror. Okay, put that on my forehead, blend it up in my hairline a little bit. And then put it on my cheeks. Ooh, I hope this works. Well, that's a little harsh. Okay, we're gonna blend that out. Okay, that's not bad. My hair will not stop sticking. I have an itch. Okay, I'm struggling today, if you couldn't tell. All right, and I just put that in the, like the hollow part of my cheeks, right underneath my cheekbones, and I bring it up a little bit on my temples. Okay, that looks, it wasn't as hard as I thought it was gonna be. Need a little bit more maybe under here on this side. And I'm just tapping it out. Put a little bit on my nose. Okay, now what I like to do is I'm going to, I don't know if I should do bronzer today or not. Should I? I don't know. But anyway, what I like to do is, if I'm using the same brush for my entire face, I like to keep a rag handy just so I can wipe it off in between. So I'm just going to do that real quick. And you can actually, our brush cleaner is amazing for that, because I could spray it on here, wipe it off, it's perfectly clean and it's dry, so I can immediately use it. So that's good for like these in between, like your major cleanings. Get some of this because it's great. Okay, now I'm going to use, I usually do my under eyes with Demi, but for the sake of this video and using one brush, that would be difficult. So I'm going to go in with this color, Palace, and I'm going to try to squeeze this and just get a little bit on the brush and see if I can get some coverage under here. This part's hard. Not gonna lie, this is hard. It can be done. It's just a little difficult with the shape of this brush. But I mean, it's not looking bad. Okay, now I'm just gonna blend all that together. That looks good. It looks good. The only thing I'm gonna say is this is just a little awkward in those little tiny spots. I usually use this Demi brush. So, I mean, there's quite a difference. This fits in really nicely. The small end is like perfect for that. So, personal preference, I guess, whatever you like, that's what you should do. So I'm going to, let's do some blush. I'm not going to do bronzer today. I just don't feel like it. Blush, what should we do? Let's mix Renaissance and Nude. Renaissance is not available right now, I know. And I really hate using colors that are not available to you at the moment, but fingers crossed, maybe it'll come back. I'm hoping it should come back for fall. It's a great fall color, but we'll see. If you don't have Renaissance, I would say try mixing, and I have not done this, but maybe try to mix Sandstone and Indigo contour maybe, or like your bronzer. That's a good idea. Try that. Let me know if it works. Okay, I'm going to do Renaissance and Nude. And we're just going to tap that on my cheekbones. I'm so ready for fall. Like, so ready. We've been getting great weather here, which has been nice, but I think it's going to warm back up because you know that fake fall you get and then it gets hot again. So we'll see, but I'm ready. And I'm going to do a video coming up on fall shades, like which shades are good for fall as far as the lip and cheeks go. So stay tuned for that because that's going to be a good one. I love fall and all colors fall. So, all right, got that. Now I'm going to go in with amber. We're going to use a little bit of amber, and I'm just going to put that right here as my brightener. Just a little bit. Don't need a lot. And I'm just going to blend that out. Okay. Now, I didn't think this through because I always line my lips. Can't do that with this brush. So, we are not going to do that. Let's use Royal. If you couldn't tell, this is one of my absolute favorite colors, and it is available and it is perfect for fall. So if you want to grab that one, it's fantastic. I'll use this one. Looks like this. You can make it sheer or thick. It's totally up to you. And this is just a light layer of it. And it's just so pretty. But it looks really awesome with liner. And we have suede lip liner. You can use Muse Highlight as a liner, which I use that a lot. Or Indigo Contour. I use that a lot as a liner too. I like the contours and the highlighters as liner because I feel like they stay put longer. So now I'm going to go in with Nova. It's our new illuminator and it's my all-time favorite. I love it so much. It's like a deeper version of rose gold, and rose gold was my favorite before this one. So it's just so pretty. I put it on my cheekbones, the tops of my cheekbones, the end of my nose, and my Cupid's bow. And I'm just gonna tap that out. And then we're gonna evaluate in the mirror because I can't see. I mean, I think that looks pretty good. I feel like that covered really well. This brush is really good if you just want a light to medium coverage. And then you can use the fluffy end if you like to set your makeup with powder. I would use the fluffy end and do that. I don't usually set my makeup with powder. I use the Charlotte Tilbury, what is this called? Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. It's really, really good. So I just spray my face, let that sit for a second, and then I take the fluffy end and I'm just gonna pat that in. And that would be my face. I'm not doing my eyes in this video just for the sake of, I'm going to do an eyeshadow tutorial next. So we're saving that for then. But this is what it looks like. I feel like it covers really well with that brush. It is a little awkward at times, but the entire face can be put on with just this brush. So it's just personal preference, whatever you like. So I'm going to hop off here and make an eyeshadow tutorial now. So thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you next time.